How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Ethereum update. It has been a while, but some extreme consequences with today's daily candle close on Bitcoin. If it stays as it is right now, we've gotten what we need to see throughout these months, which is a break of the 886 fib level. We also need that to become support. Once that has actually confirmed the support after today's daily candle, there's actually a further wick here, 107k. It would need to follow up and break that also. By doing so, we expect a path up that could target anywhere between 140 and 160k. There could be a dip along the way, so we will talk about that also in today's Ethereum update. But again, by breaking this level, flipping it into support, I have bullish expectations from then on out. So what would that mean for Ethereum? Now, over the past months, as it was coming down, you would have heard what I was saying the whole time, which is I have doubts that when it comes into the 200 EMA, that it would break. And it was around this area, I think. So if it had come back in, I was worried that as it's under the 618 and 65, it could just get rejected there. But later it developed, price went down lower, the 200 EMA dragged down even lower, so the positioning has changed. Previously talking about the 61865 level, now that's crossed under, but we're still getting reaction from that Fibonacci level. As you can see, it was previously the range resistance here, and once that was broken, there was a bullish move that attempted to break out of this multi-year resistance. We, of course, after losing it, that's why it sent us lower. This not reacting bullish, so we of course put in macro lower lows. That still brings risk even with this move back up, and even with that potential breakout on Bitcoin. Maybe Bitcoin gets to 120k, which was the first resistance after a new all-time high here, and sees a pullback. That pullback could happen on ETH before breaking 3.6. So we could have a further move up, and maybe from here we see a pullback, and that would be actually quite scary. And that's something maybe that we can talk about later and worry about later. At least for now, we can get excited about this potential move up as long as Bitcoin closes as it is, which would be confirming that 886 as support. You can see how far away Ethereum still is from that. So it needs to get up here. Getting up to there is still not enough. We need to see it flipped into support. Now, Bitcoin is just a daily candle close away from that, whereas we, of course, need a good few days or weeks to pass for Ethereum to follow on such a path. But if Bitcoin's to break out, that's going to drag the rest of the market. And yeah, this is where I'd expect it to get up into before it maybe starts struggling. So in the end, it actually did break through the 200 EMA, so very positive. My worries on the way down, as you can see, it broke through in the end. But there have been many instances in the past. If you look at the other moving averages where we've seen breakouts, which eventually resulted in a fake out and new lows. So that's something that we really want to avoid. A case where that could potentially happen is if Bitcoin fails to hold this and we actually start breaking back down. Just know that while above 100k, you can see it was set as support the other week. And so maintaining 100k, even if we do break back down today, as long as 100k maintains a support, it should eventually break out of the resistance anyway. So I am technically bullish above 100k, but in the short term, but for me to be macro bullish, I need 105k essentially cleared. That would then suggest a move up further into 3.6k for ETH. Now, if it fails to break out and we start seeing Bitcoin rolling over and losing 100k, this could be the resistance it falls from. It was previously the range high of this range. You can see it was struggling to break out. Eventually it did, but you can see there was a struggle. It was previously support, turned into resistance. This is a key level of support as well, and that has been recovered. So that's why I've marked this out as green and red. So easily identify that while above this level of 2.1k, it's going to keep trying to break out. But this breakout is only going to happen because of Bitcoin. So keep up to date with my Bitcoin videos. If you want further updates on any of your favorite altcoins, you can ask me in the Discord community. So check that out. The link's in the description. I'm in there constantly posting updates. Now, for Ethereum, if we scale down to the lower time frame on the 4 hour, there's already a reaction here from the 100 EMA, from this green support, the outer edge. It's because it's the golden pocket level, the 0.5. So in order to work its way up to 3.6k, it needs to react to this. It needs to show it is support. We need to see the consequences of maintaining this as support. We need to see it from here continuing through 2.8k. So right now, as we've seen it break through, react to it as resistance, then break through, come into the next area, pull back into the previous, which was previously resistance but now support, and we should of course break out this time because we've already weakened it. So that is how I'm expecting Ethereum to move in the immediate short term. As long as Bitcoin behaves, holds support, the next move up, it should be into 3.2, but more specifically 3.6k. From there, I'll come back once again to discuss a potential bearish scenario, which could be that because we formed this lower low, this could be part of a much larger picture that could take months to develop or over a year to develop, where this could be part of a lower high forming, so that this could be essentially corrective in its move up before continuation lower. Don't have to worry about that right now, because at the moment, with Bitcoin about to break out, I'm expecting a move up in the immediate short term. That's it from me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Help me achieve 10k subscribers. And if you want to get further exclusive content, check out the links in the description. Cheers.